Hello, welcome back to another video from All American Arts. Today I'm going to show you how to do contour cutting. I'm going to be using a Laserpoint 2 US cutter. It's pretty much the same for a lot of cutters. I'm also going to be using Vinyl Master software. But contour cutting is when you print something out and then cut it out with your vinyl cutter. You're able to do a lot more colors and also colors that fade from one to another, kind of blend. Can't do it with just your cutter. It's just straight solid colors. You are able to do multicolors with just a vinyl cutter, but you have to piece them together and it's a little bit harder. So contour cutting, like I said, is printing it out. They do have rolls of vinyl, printable vinyl. I'm going to be using sheets because I don't have a big printer. I just have a printer that can go up to 13 by 19. So I do have 13 by 19 printable vinyl sheets. I got them from Papilio, I believe it's called, vinyl. They do have, like I said, rolls of vinyl you can cut to size to fit in your printer. But I'm going to show you on my HP printer how to print it out, and then I'm going to put it in my US cutter, Laserpoint 2, and cut it out. So stay tuned, watch the rest of the video. If I helped you out with anything, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to start at the computer here. First off, you're going to want to figure out if your paper flips when it goes in there or not. Just use a piece of regular paper, put it in there, mark it on one side, print something out, and then you'll be able to tell if when it goes in there, if it flips and then prints on it, or if it just prints on the right side when you put it in here. So this paper here is a glossy, so you can tell, you might not be able to tell on the camera, but one side is glossy and mine does flip. So we're going to want to put the glossy side down, put that in here. Like I said, this is a 13 by 19 sheet, and I'm using a HP OfficeJet 7612. So just put that in there, and then I'll take you over to the computer and show you how to set up the contour cutting. Alright, so we're on Vinyl Master here. I'm going to show you how to get the image in here. If you already have one you're going to use, or if you're pulling it offline like I'm going to do, you just right click here, save picture as, label it whatever you want. Come into Vinyl Master, go up to File, Import, type that back in, open it up, click that on your page here. So I'm just going to do this donkey part, and I'll end up deleting the badass marketing there. So I'll click vectorize up at the top. Like I said in previous videos, that's just selecting it by each color. So separating it all by color. As you can see, it only pulled up the one color there. So you go to colors down here at the bottom left, click the arrow up, add as many colors until you get the picture looking how it looks in the top there. So that looks good there. You go over to the bottom right, click trace, and that will trace it by color. So after you got that and you like it, just click accept here, and we'll right click, go to on group all. This is how we're going to delete this other words here. Just select that, delete it. Now we just got the picture we want, and we'll right click that again after we select it all, go to group. Otherwise, when you move the image, you'll lose pieces because it's all separated. So now we got that all done, we'll rotate it, put it on our page here. A lot of times you'll have to go up here to the top left and get your page to the size of the vinyl that you're going to be using. Mine's already set at 13 by 19. So we'll put the image to whatever size we want now, according to the page. I'm just going to stretch it out as big as I can. Alright, so we got our image there. We're going to go up to the Apple Contour Cut Wizard. As you can see, it puts the registration marks on here. That's what those little X's are. That's what you're going to print that, and those are going to be on the paper when you print it. And then when you put it into the cutter, that's what you set your laser up to hit. And that's where it's going to register all them points, and that'll cut exactly where it needs to cut. So you got your image there. We're going to click build. My computer is being a little slow right now, but hopefully it'll go. If it's your first time doing this with your cutter, you're going to want to calibrate it. And you just do that right here at the bottom left, click on calibrate, and it'll have you do a couple test sheets. So as you can see, it puts a blue line around the image, and that's where the vinyl cutter is going to cut after you print it out and put it in the cutter. So we'll click accept here, and now you can go down here to the bottom right, show view print only. So that's what it's going to print, that with your registration marks here, and then view cut only, and that's the cut that it's going to make with your vinyl cutter. Alright, we got that in there. As you can see, it says the size. We want to make sure with the registration marks it doesn't end up bigger than our page. So we got 12.118 by 17.764. So that will fit on there just fine. Leave enough room for the rollers to catch on the back side. So we're going to go ahead and click print here. It's going to bring us to our printer settings here. Like I said, I'm using an Office Jet, so we got that there. Click on more settings. We're going to want to change that to our 13 by 19 size paper. So on here it's called Super B. And then paper type, we're going to want to go to a photo paper, glossy. Click OK. So there's our image, it's going to print there. Click print. That'll get sent over here. I want to make sure not to touch it right now. It's even better to let it dry for a good 5 minutes. On a glossy paper, it is a little wet. So we'll let that dry. I'll bring you back to the computer here. So we're printed out there. So now we'll go to cut. And it's going to walk you through where to put the laser each time to catch your registration marks and the right registration marks. So you'll put the vinyl in there just like any other vinyl roll. So I got my image in there. I'm going to try to get these rollers to stay off the image as best as I can, just so it doesn't smear it. But you'll come over here to your settings here. Go to local, click enter, and then it'll bring you to origin, current, and on. So click select, go over to on, click that, and it'll turn your laser on, as you can see there. So up here it tells you position your cutter 1 inch below and 1 inch to the right, and reset origin. So just pull that to 1 inch below and 1 inch above that first registration mark. You can use your arrows as well. Go over to origin and click reset. So now we got that there. Go up here, click next. Now it tells you to put the arrow or your align cutter with top right mark. So up here you got your arrows on the computer, and it also got medium. I'm gonna get you a little closer here. Medium, fine, and ultra fine, so you can adjust it however far you got to move it. You can click on that. If you got to move it really far, go to medium, and then ultra fines to really dial it in. So down here you can see I'm about 1.5 inches off to the right and a little bit above it. So we'll just click the arrows here, and then go to medium so it moves a little quicker. Then I go to ultra fine, dial it in a little bit more. Put that dead center in that circle on the registration mark. Click next. And we'll dial that one in. You want to get it as best as you can. That's going to make your cut better along the edge of your image. So I got that in the center there. We'll go up here, click next. And we'll dial that one in. That one's dead center. Now we'll go up here, click next again. As you can see, it tells you on the image here which registration mark you're aiming for. And by the fourth one you should line up perfect. So once you got all 4 of them, click next and you'll press cut now. I'm going to adjust my blade here a little bit before I do that, because this stuff is a little bit thicker than regular vinyl. So what I'm going to do is just take the blade out here. Should have done this before, but so I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit, make it cut a little bit deeper. Now that we're good there, we'll go up here, click cut now, proceed with cutting. Alright, so now that you got that all cut out, just go ahead, grab the top part, separate it from the backing. You can also use transfer paper too if it's a really detailed image. There's a lot of different pieces. This one should be alright. stick that on my wall here. There you go. He just made a sticker with contour cutting. Alright, if you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. If you learned anything, please give me a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel. Watch for more videos to come and check out all the videos I've made previously. I did forget to mention they do have laminate spray and over laminate film that you can put on the photo paper, kind of help it from scratches and make it more UV and water resistant. You can get all that at papilio.com, Papilio.com. That's where I also got the printable vinyl. They have all different kinds. Check them out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.